to everyone out there. Welcome to Randall's weather page. Before we get into it, I just want you to do one thing for me. I want you to go down to the bottom, right underneath the video. I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to ring that bell so that way you stay informed and you can share this video and other videos to come with your friends and family. So, welcome to Randall's weather page. Man, the tropics have come alive again. Let's take a look. First off, we had two tropical depressions this morning. Those two tropical depressions are now tropical storms. Tropical storm Nana, which was tropical depression number 16, and tropical storm Omar, which was tropical depression number 15. And guess what? The wave train heats up again. And I'm going to show you that. Make sure to stick around because I'm going to show you what the wave train is starting to look like on major models. Okay, let's get into it. Omar, as of 5 o'clock, winds sustained at 40 miles per hour, moving east-northeast at 15 miles per hour. So you can see the wind field. The wind field extends south and east of where the storm is at, and that's because wind shear blowing this way. And that's up as 5 o'clock. 2 p.m. will still be a tropical storm. Then turns into a depression, then turns extratropical and rides up a high pressure system that is out here. So that is Omar. Let's see if I got it. I do have it. Let's look at the spaghetti models. Once again, spaghetti models move it basically up and over the high with just a little bit of a dip. So that is what the major models are looking at with Omar. Don't see anything but a fish storm for Omar. Do not see any recurving. So nothing going on with the East Coast with Omar. Okay? But East Coast, I need you to pay attention and watch to the end of this video. Florida, I need you to pay attention and watch to the end of this video. Let's switch over to Tropical Storm Nana. The current winds are to basically over it and then to the north. As of 5 p.m., 50 mile per hour sustained winds and moving west, due west at 18 miles per hour. This is National Hurricane Center keeps it as a tropical storm to about 2 o'clock Wednesday, and then right before it hits shore in where they're saying is Belize, turns into a Category 1 hurricane. This is the National Hurricane Center's forecast. Once again, nothing to do with the Gulf of Mexico. This is a Central American storm. So Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras, you are now put on notice. You have tropical storm watches that are out right now, and you have a warning for the northern coast of Belize. So that's what we're looking at right now with Nana. Let's look at the spaghetti models. Once again, we don't pay attention to what's in black. Those are extrapolated models. They serve no purpose as to where something is going. We look at the color models here, those in color, and we notice that most of them, looks like all except for two, have this going into Belize. So this could be a hurricane for Belize, Guatemala, or Honduras. Right now we're focusing in on Belize and Guatemala, with the northern part of Honduras still could get direct impact. So this is going to be a Central America storm. Belize, Honduras, Guatemala. Let's look at the model. This is a model that includes global models and hurricane models. Your UKIX is your UK model. And then you have your official tracks, your HWFI and your HMNI are both hurricane models, and the rest of them are global models. And you pretty much see Belize is right on target within 48 hours in Belize. So if you're watching me from Belize right now, or from Honduras, or from Guatemala, you need to be getting your action plan together, because you might have a Cat 1 hurricane coming in at you. Tropical storm nana intensity models. Notice most models have it right near Category 1 strength. So that's why they're putting the possibility for hurricane going ashore. So this is where their thinking is. This is what they're seeing. This is what the models are telling them. That's why they have it coming up as a hurricane right as it makes shore. Now, I'm going to switch off of what's going on now, and I want to take you into the future. I'm going to show you a couple of models, 240 hours and 180 hours out, and show you that the African wave train is really showing signs of kicking back up. And remember, this is during a time where it would be a negative MGO. There would be sinking air from the Madden-Julian oscillation around this area. But even with that, your major global models are showing the wave train continuing. So this is the the Canadian model. Look at the Canadian model. 1, 2, 3. And that already has this area is around a Cat 1 hurricane. So that's your CMC models. Notice the blocking pattern here. This is your high pressure. It goes around the high pressure. If this high pressure was to break west, then this would go in to the United States. If this high pressure was to break east, this would come up and end up hitting Newfoundland or being a fish storm. Okay. Notice blocking high pressures, 2 high pressures. Where's your weakness? Right here. So it all depends on where this high pressure moves. And with this moving up, this low, moving up towards North Pole, this has a tendency to push back to the west, just in my opinion. So this is 240 hours out. This will be September the 12th, or September the 11th, excuse me. September the 11th. So that's what the Canadian model shows. Let's go to the European model. We'll look at this. 1, 2, 3. It sees a fourth back here. What is it seeing? High pressure a little further out to the east. Another high pressure. Where's the weakness? Right here. This is the weakness. Once again, this builds in west, this pushes west. This builds in east, this pushes more up to the north. Are you seeing something? You're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. So that was a Canadian before. This is a European. Let's go look at the American model. Once again, here, 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 here. Yes. The GFS is picking up on it also. Now the GFS has this high pressure back over into Canada, so this first disturbance would move up. This disturbance keeps trekking along this way. 2 high pressures, where's the weakness? Right here. All right? So, noticing a pattern here. Let's go to the Icon model. Now, the Icon model only goes out 180 hours, which would be September 9th. But look at this. Here we go. Here we go. This is verge of Category 1 right here. This is verge of tropical storm right here. So even the Icon model, which is the German model, is seeing, guess what? Activity. The Icon shows 2. GFS shows many. You getting all the big players are starting to catch up on something. Now, I'm going to show you why I am concerned for now Florida and the East Coast again. I made a video back about 3 or 4 days ago, and I put in there Florida and the East Coast need to pay attention. This is why. So the Canadian model puts out weekly forecasts, and this is a weekly forecast for what you're looking at is pressures, okay? Bluer pressures or lower pressures, red and orange pressures are higher pressures. So through September the 1st, look at this high pressure right here. Okay, here's your low pressure. When they talk about it's going to cool down, this low pressure is dipping down. This high pressure will start moving off to the west. So that's days 1 through 7. Okay, this is through September the 1st. All right, let's go to week 2, which would be, this is days, this will be the 8th through the 15th. Notice how the Canadian weekly model has this high pressure not only here, but entrenched very high. All right. Remember, we were looking for like September the 11th was as far as the models were going out 2 weeks out. Well, if this was to play out, and this is how entrenched, and this is where the high pressure was, where do your storms go? Under the high pressure. Now, this is just a snapshot. This is the Canadian model saying, hey, look, you're going to have a pretty entrenched high pressure. It'll be somewhere in this region, okay? It'll be a little further west, be a little further east, but it's seeing a high signal for a high pressure. And a high pressure in that latitude would push storms directly to the east. All right, let's go to days 15th through the 20th. Guess what's still there? That high pressure is still there. Not as entrenched, but it gets harder to see. The further out you go, it's harder to see the intensity. But the positioning is what we're looking at here, the general overall positioning. This is, once again, where's your weakness at? East Coast and Florida. All right, that's through September 22nd. Let's go 22nd through the 29th. This has the high backing off, or this high dissipating, and then another major high coming in right here. Once again, blocking pattern. If you have something here, if you have a system that's in here, that's going to bring it into the Gulf. You have a system right here, it's going to come towards the East Coast and then veer up. So once again, Florida, East Coast, I'm seeing this. I hope you're seeing it too. And then we get into October, September 29th through October 6th. Still, blocking ridge of high pressure right here, East Coast, Florida open. I'm just telling you, with this model, what I'm seeing is Florida, East Coast, you better pay attention. You better watch these disturbances coming off. And then we'll take it a step further. October 6th through October 13th, your high pressure comes up here. Seeing some forms of high pressure here. Where's your weakness? All along the East Coast. So if any of these waves catch and become something, then the overall pattern for the next, let's say, 30 days is high pressure entrenched over off the East Coast, Newfoundland, Iceland, and then all that does, high pressure brings the circulation around the high pressure. It's clockwise, and guess what it does? It pushes storms. So all it does is push storms. So I'm go ahead, once again, I'm not ringing the bell. I'm just telling you, you need to be, if you're in Florida or if you're up and down the East Coast, you need to be watching. And you need to be watching what's going on, because the way that the pressures are set up, the mid-levels of the atmosphere, the driving force is westward towards Florida and the East Coast. So you need to be aware. You need to know what's going on. You need to pay attention. The great thing about this site is that I will keep you informed. I will let you know. We will learn together. We will keep it together. We'll know what's going on. So make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Make sure to share this with your friends and family. Getting real information, not hype, just what I am seeing, what the general tendency could be for the next 30 days. And that tendency for me, we need to really be vigilant for East Coast and Florida with the way that the overall pattern in the atmosphere is setting up. All right, I'll put out another video here later. Thanks a lot. Bye.